Every heartbeat tells a story. Some are steady, some race, and some are nearly silent, drowned out by the weight of what they've been forced to carry. But here and now, those heartbeats are stepping out of the shadows that once silenced them. Welcome to Breaking Ranks, We Can't Be Silenced. My name is Rachel, also known as the Risen Phoenix. I'm a veteran, a survivor, and someone who learned the hard way just how deep the silence runs within the ranks. For years, I believed that my voice didn't matter, that speaking out would destroy everything I worked for and built, or dreamt about. I know many of you listening know exactly what that feels like. This podcast isn't just a platform. It is a lifeline. It is a place for truth, for community, and for reclaiming something most of us never got while we served. Our voices back. Before we go any further, a quick but very important disclaimer. The stories shared on this podcast are personal experiences and perspectives. They may involve difficult or triggering subjects related to military service, trauma, assault, or institutional failures. Nothing in this episode or any future episode reflects the official stance of the U.S. military, Department of Defense, or any affiliated organization. If you choose to share your story here, you can stay anonymous. Your safety, boundaries, and your empowerment will always come first. This show exists for one reason, because too many of us were told to sit down, shut up, and drive on. Because those who harmed us were often protected more than those who were hurt. Because silence is not strength, and breaking it is not weakness. Survivors in the military community have been dismissed, discredited, punished, re-traumatized, or pushed out entirely. And yet, here you are, still standing, still fighting, still here. This podcast is where your resilience becomes a movement. I'll share more of my own story throughout this series, but here's what I want you to know today. I served in the Navy. I fought for my country, and I also fought battles that no one prepared me for. I faced retaliation, silence, and the kind of loneliness that eats at you from the inside. There were days that I thought I'd lose everything, but eventually, I rose. Not because someone rescued me, but because survivors learn to rescue themselves and each other. And that's what I'm building here, a place where no one has to rise alone. When you've been silenced long enough, you start to believe the lie that your story is too small, or too messy, or too dangerous to tell. But let me be clear. Your voice could be the one that saves someone else. Your testimony might become someone's turning point, someone's courage, someone's proof that they are not the only one. In the coming episodes, you can expect survivor stories, exposing systematic failures, advocacy tools, resources for healing, and moments like this one where we breathe together and remember that we are still standing. If you are listening and thinking, I want to share, but you're scared, I get it, more than you know. Here's how we do things differently. You can share anonymously. You can control every part of your story, what you say, what you don't, what we can keep in, what we cut out. We edit with compassion, not sensationalism. You will never be pushed, rushed, or exploited. If you are a survivor, an advocate, a whistleblower, a former leader who saw too much, or someone still in uniform who refuses to stay silent, your voice belongs here. At the end of this episode, I will tell you exactly how you can reach out to become a guest. Remember, you're not broken. And you are not alone. And you are not done. Breaking silence isn't just an act of rebellion. It's an act of survival. And together, we're building something unstoppable. If you'd like to share your story or join me as a guest on a future